In this video, I'm going to be talking about a genius list building tactic called copywriting.org by Troy Ericson. Hi, my name is Nabil Aziz from dropkickcopy.com. We send over 2 million emails a month for our clients, and we've generated millions of dollars for them doing so. Nobody wants to download your stupid ebook, and even if they did, they're going to use a burner. Nobody wants to fill out 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of information on your stupid MQL long form opt-in to download a case study that should just be an article or a blog post on your website. If you want to build your list in a way that is modern and gives people value, this is the way to do it. I'm going to switch over and share my screen now, and we're going to go through copywriting.org by Troy Ericson. Oh, and by the way, if you watch until the end, I've got a bonus tip for you that's going to show you how to get the most out of this website if you use it.
There's a big problem in the copywriting industry. Maybe you're a talented writer, but prospective clients don't trust you because you don't have a lot of credibility. It's almost a catch-22. You need credibility to get good clients, but how do you get credibility if you don't already have good clients to write for? Meanwhile, you watch A-listers and famous copywriters get invited on podcasts, YouTube videos, interviews, and more, which lets them scoop up all the good clients and leaves you wondering if it's even possible to make it as a copywriter these days. Well, today, I'm going to interview you and post it on copywriting.org for free.
All right, I'm going to show you how this sausage is made. And this is no shade at all on Troy because we're all marketers and game recognized game. But copywriting.org is not an interview website. It's a lead magnet meant to build a list of qualified copywriters who he can then sell products and services to. So the tagline on this website is interviews of A-list copywriters. And we're just gonna scroll down and see if that's really the case. They should probably do something about this page load speed because it's slow as fuck. So interviews of A-list copywriters, right? And as I scroll down this list, I can probably see 5 A-list copywriters, maybe 10 if I'm stretching it. The rest are, some of them are B-list, but the rest are absolute nobodies. And that's okay, that's not a problem at all because it's a real value proposition in the sense that it's solving a real problem for copywriters and asking for an email in exchange. But let's take a look at some of these interviews. Let's take a look at Anna's interview. And I know Anna, she's an email copywriter in the dating and relationship space. She knows her shit. Let's take a look at these questions. Where are you from? How did you discover copywriting? What types of copy do you write? And you'll understand, let me scroll down here and click here to get interviewed. Leads to a type form. And then you fill out the form and submit the form, and that's the interview. And then eventually it gets published. I'm not sure what the back end looks like, but I'm assuming maybe they've automated it in some way with code or Zapier or APIs, or they're having somebody manually publish the interviews. In any case, you fill out the form, answer the questions, and then your interview gets published. So why is this genius? Number one, why would a copywriter want to build a list of qualified copywriters? One, copywriters buy a lot of shit. We're great customers. And so a list of qualified copywriters is a fucking cash machine. Number two, Troy, I believe, runs an agency of sorts. He has done for you services. And so to have a qualified list of copywriters that he can hire from makes it easier for him to scale his agency. And number three, he can do affiliate marketing. And the beauty in this list building strategy is the leads are coming pre-segmented by filling out this form. Where are you from? So now he can geo-target people. If he's doing an event, say in Toronto, or if he's doing an event in Arizona, he can geo-target the copywriters in that location specifically. He's discovering the influencers they watch. How did you discover copywriting? From a Dan Lok ad? So if he wants to do a JV and promote one of Dan Lok's offers, he can do that. What types of copy do you write? If they're an email copywriter, now he knows that he can sell products and services related to email marketing to them. He knows the niche that they write for. So if he's got some sort of relevant offer in that particular niche, he can segment them that way. So this is some next level shit, and I wish I had thought of this. I'm probably going to swipe it and do it for a different industry. So he's solving a problem of copywriters not being able to get social proof. And this kind of social proof is perfect because one, it's copywriting.org. The logo itself is brandable as fuck. It can go right on the homepage as featured in. Drop the logo right there. So automatically you put that logo on your website, you look legit as fuck. Their name on another website with a featured interview, which adds social proof. So it's a win-win all around. And then he gets to build his list as well. And when he builds the list, they are super qualified, super qualified. And like I said, there's only a handful of actual A-listers here. Some of them are B-list, but the rest are novices or newbies. People have no idea who they are. Maybe they've got huge wins, but I mean, I know some of these people are beginners. So the claim that the website is interviews with A-list copywriters is one, stretching the truth, which is fine. I suppose it's marketing. And two, to call this an interview, I mean, let's go back and take a look at the questions, right? To call this an interview is also stretching the truth. It's just a sort of like a classified ad being called an interview, which is great. I mean, the copywriters can use this to potentially get work. And oh, here's another genius thing about it. Because this dangles the carrot of them potentially being able to get jobs by people coming, reading this interview, being impressed by this particular copywriter, and then wanting to hire them. What kind of emails do you think they're going to get? Is he going to get burner emails, or is he going to get the emails that they check every fucking day? Superb. Hats off to Troy. And so this is copywriting.org. Absolutely genius. Let me switch over and give you the bonus tip. Copywriting.org is going viral. I've already seen 5, 6, maybe even a dozen people post their interviews that have been recently published on the website. Now, if you're a novice copywriter submitting an interview to get published on copywriter.org, you need to write your ass off. You're not fucking Pauline Longdon who can just show up with her mohawk and be like, "G'day, mate, I'm Pauline Longdon." You need to really sell yourself. This is an advertisement, a free ad for you on a branded website that I believe is going to go viral, and in a few short months is going to have massive SEO juice. So if you're showing up with like a shitty profile picture, one sentence or one word answers to the questions, why the hell should anybody hire you? The first impression that you're giving them is that you're going to do the absolute bare minimum. So why the fuck should they hire you to write for their brand? Not only that, if you demonstrate that you can't even sell yourself, how are you going to sell their products and services? So I'm going to show you an example, and this is no disrespect to the copywriter who submitted this interview, but there's a lot that can be improved. All right, so here's Azzuddin Zakur's interview on copywriting.org. It's not very good. And it's not the only example I found. I found several examples. I'm sure if I look through all of the interviews from the beginners, I'm probably going to find maybe 95% of the submissions are utter dog shit. Where are you from? Oh, Morocco. One word answer. That's great. Where in Morocco? Tell me a story. Morocco is like this exotic place that a lot of people haven't been to. Tell me a story about where you're from. How did you discover copywriting? In the internet. And look at this, there's no punctuation, the grammar is shit. Look, what is the number one lesson that you've learned as a copywriter? And I get it, okay, if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, there's not that much you can share, but there is a way for you to sell the knowledge that you have and the experiences that you have. Just a one-sentence answer is not going to cut it, especially if you're considering this as an opportunity for you to potentially get work. Do you have any recent wins to share? And the answer is beginner. I mean, come on, okay? Even if you're a beginner, tell me something that you've done. What have you done in the copywriting process? Tell me that I'm a beginner, but I've been hand copying ads like crazy. I hand copy every day. I wake up in the morning, right after my morning prayers, I pour myself a cup of tea, and for 60 minutes, I do nothing but hand copy winning sales letters. In fact, I have copied the Gary Bencivenga 100 sales letter, which is the event that Gary Bencivenga threw when he retired. And I've hand copied it 10 times. And here are the screenshots. Tell me something. What would you say to a prospective client who wants to hire you? I will do my best to deliver great, high quality, and original service for your customers. I mean, how are you going to do that when you've just demonstrated that you can't write? You can't write English in a proper way and you can't sell yourself. So, where is the quality? Where is the greatness? If you're a new copywriter, tell the prospect, listen, I'm just starting out, I'm hungry, I'm ready to do whatever it takes. I don't have a lot of the bad habits that experienced copywriters will show up with. And I'm just ready to work 5, 6, 7, 10 times as hard as anybody else to get you the results that you want. I'm quick to learn. I'm very coachable. I'm not a diva. I don't do drama. I'll deliver all of the work on time and exactly as you like it. Tell me that if you're a beginner. So, what can be improved about this interview? Number one, there's no profile picture. So, professional profile picture, not some grainy, low resolution random photo of you where it's like a group photo and we can tell it's a group photo because you've cut off the friends who are in the photo. Even when you're answering something as simple as where you are from, you can write some copy about it. I grew up in the foothills of so and so village next to the river, blah, blah, blah. And I remember waking up to the sound of the roosters crowing in the morning and my mother calling me out to breakfast. And we would sit together as a family on the floor and drink Moroccan tea with mint and eat the fresh bread that she had baked us. Look, I'm not even from Morocco, and I just wrote your interview better than you did. So put some effort into it. Put some effort into it. If you just do the bare minimum, how do you expect people to hire you for jobs? It's not a good first impression. So if you're a novice copywriter submitting an interview to copywriting.org, I would say spend a bare minimum of 1 hour crafting your answers. And ideally speaking, you would probably spend 3 hours crafting your answers so that you can actually submit an interview that looks like you've put in the effort and actually demonstrates your skills as a copywriter. Because the way this is, and I would say the vast majority of the interviews that I've seen from the beginners, absolute shit. All right, there you have it. What did you think about the bonus tip? Was I too harsh, or should we hold ourselves to higher standards about the work that we do? Now, before I end this video, I want to get you thinking about your list building in a different way. You need to be thinking on the level of giving away products and tools that you could actually charge money for a free email address. If you enjoyed this video, I'd like to invite you to check out the next one that's popping up on your screen. Oh, and one last thing. If you'd like a free one-page cheat sheet with 45 email marketing tactics to boost response, leave a comment below and I'll get it to you. There's no opt-in required. You don't have to give me your email address to get the sheet. I'll just send you a link and you can get immediate access. So leave a comment below if you're interested in the one-page cheat sheet.